Show of hands. Who was on Ticketmaster all day trying to get Coldplay tickets? There's something about that thrill of trying to get your spot in that concert, knowing you could experience a band that resonates with millions. And when you finally get those tickets, it's not just about going to see a concert. It's about connecting with the people who share that same excitement, that same love for music. It's a reminder of how music can bring us together in ways nothing else quite can. Have you ever asked someone, what's your music taste? We all ask this question, right? And depending on the answer, we might think, oh, that's cool. Or maybe, I don't get it, but I can see why you like it. But here's something we don't always consider. What if the music we listen to isn't just a reflection of our own tastes, but a deeper part of our identity? What if music is more than just something we enjoy? What if it's the missing puzzle piece to understanding one another? Today, I want to explore just that. I'm going to show you how music can break down the walls between us, connect us across cultures, and even teach us something about who we are and who others are. Because in a world that feels more divided than ever, maybe music is the one thing that can unite us all. Let's start with this. Music is a universal language. You may not speak the same language as the person sitting next to you, but when a song plays, whether it's a local tune or something from halfway across the globe, you both feel it, right? Think about it. A song can evoke joy, sadness, hope, or even nostalgia, all without needing to say a word, because you don't need to understand the language to feel the emotion that's being conveyed. Take, for example, the global appeal of Adele. Her ballad, Someone Like You, has moved millions across the world with its powerful emotion and heartache that everyone can relate to, regardless of their background. And then there's Shakira, whose Hips Don't Lie has become a global dance party anthem. The infectious rhythm of Latin music and her undeniable energy speak louder than words ever could. In all of these examples, even if you don't speak the same language, you're experiencing the same feeling, because music bypasses the barriers we place between each other and speaks straight to our shared human experience. In 2013, music psychologist Stefan Koch from the Freie University Berlin conducted a comprehensive review of research on music's social impact. Koch described several mechanisms through which music strengthens social bonds, such as its ability to activate brain circuits involved in empathy, trust, and cooperation. This may explain why music has been a fundamental part of every culture in human history. Music grows beyond entertainment. It's an essential tool for human connection. Koch's work suggests that music influences our brain in ways that promote understanding and empathy, reinforcing the idea that music isn't just background noise, but a force that shapes how we relate to one another. His work highlights that music releases the trigger of neurochemicals, like oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This chemical plays a significant role in fostering trust and emotional closeness. When we sing together, dance to the same rhythm, or even listen to the same melody, our brains respond to this by enhancing feelings of social connection. This biological response helps explain why concerts, choirs, or even casual jam sessions feel so powerful. Our brains are literally wired to bond through music. Let me say that again. Our brains are literally wired to bond through music. Music enhances our theory of mind, which is our ability to understand and predict others' thoughts and feelings. When we listen to a song, our brains don't just process sound. They actively seek to interpret the emotions and intentions behind the music. This process strengthens our capacity for empathy, making us more attuned to the emotional worlds of others. It's not just about enjoying a melody. It's about sharing this with the world around us. Now, music doesn't just connect us to others. It also shapes who we are as individuals. I'm sure each of us has a song that takes us back to a specific moment in time. Whether it's a song from a high school dance or a song that gets us through tough times, when we're listening to a song, we're often reconnecting with a part of ourselves. And in turn, we're sharing that with the world around us. This is where our songs come in. They aren't just the tracks we enjoy. They are the melodies that carry pieces of our lives. Whether it's a song tied to love, loss, or joy, these are the songs that stay with us, bringing back emotions and memories every single time we hear them. Now, let me share a story about my parents and their Our Song. Back in the 90s, when my parents were digging in college, my dad traveled to Moscow and brought back a CD on a whim. That song, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. At the time, Western rock wasn't as widely available in their small town. But this song struck a chord. It became part of their lives. The raw energy, the rebellious spirit, it captured something about that time in their lives that to this day, they're taking back to those early days, reminding them of the moments that shaped their relationship and the music that became their own. Now, imagine a world without music. It's hard to picture, right? Music fills the spaces where words often fall short. In a way, music is a key part of what makes us human, allowing us to feel deeply, to connect with others in ways that words can't, and to remind us all of what we share as humans. So I ask you again, what if music is the missing puzzle piece to understanding one another? In a world where we face so many divisions, whether they're political, cultural, or personal, maybe music is the one thing that can help us find some common ground. Next time you press play in a song, think about the power it holds, not just to connect you to your own feelings, but to bring you closer to others, to help you see the world from their perspective, and to remind us all of what we share as humans. So listen, really listen, not just to the melodies or the beats, but to the connections, emotions, and stories woven into every note. Share your songs with others and be open to discovering theirs. So we're not just sharing songs, we're sharing parts of ourselves, building bridges of understanding in a world that needs them now more than ever. Thank you.